Dow Jones Industrial Average closing down a little bit more than 2 points. The index, though, up 6% for the year. Indeed, the S&P 500 falling 4 points today. So far, the S&P up 9%. The Nasdaq losing nearly 13 points today. It is up 14% in 2012. Total volume, U.S. stocks traded 6 billion shares. Let's take a quick look at the U.S. bond market. The 10-year, it was down. The yield there also. Let's look at the 30-year. We can see that 310. U.S. stocks focused more on the global economy today. At least that's what investors were doing. Let's go to Deborah Kostroun at the New York Stock Exchange for all the details. Deborah.
Thanks a lot, Pimm. And, the market closing out pretty much unchanged. The euro weakened, treasuries gaining as Spain raising its budget deficit estimate for this year. Also, we heard about German retail sales declining. And remember, we just heard about retail sales here in the U.S. yesterday doing a little bit better than expected. So that kind of goes against the economic reports that we've been getting, coming out of here in the U.S. But, of course, the big concern is whether Europe will pull the U.S. into another recession. And traders say the big question is also, will gas prices, those rising gas prices, also play a part into that equation as to what consumers might be doing with that. And so there is a little bit of concern here that the potential slowdown as a result of Europe's debt crisis, because traders say there's still a lot of underlying issues that have not been resolved. So the thinking is that the market may be a little bit ahead of itself, at least for right now, Pimm.
Now, Deborah, a big first day for Yelp. The shares moving higher after their initial public offering.
Certainly did, Pimm. And, of course, this site lets you review anything in your local neighborhood, in your local area, everything from a dentist to a diner. The stock at one point surging as much as 73%, but as you can see, closing out up 63% in today's session, so a pretty good showing there. And take a look at the week that was in review. Remember, it was just Tuesday when the Dow closing above 13,000 for the first time since 2008. And through it all, as we closed out the week, the Dow, well, just slightly lower. As you can see, the S&P and the Nasdaq, not a lot of change, so a pretty flat week, even though, Pimm, there was a lot of hoopla with that round number of 13,000. Back to you.
Indeed. Thank you very much. Deborah Kostroun reporting from the New York Stock Exchange.